Did Daryl play the Simmons thing actually weirdly well? It feels like Simmons has somehow gained value over the last couple weeks by not playing and by us getting further and further away from his disastrous Atlanta playoff series. Because now you're like Bradley Beal, who we'll talk about in a second. That also seems like a realistic trade, which it would not have been realistic last summer. So his whole strategy of, I don't like any of the trades that are being offered. Let's just wait. The league changes, situations change. You never know. I'm going to be waiting here when things change. Did it actually work, or am I crazy?
I mean, it hasn't worked yet until the deal happens, but I've been saying for months he's playing this right. Why would you settle when you have a 25-year-old two-time All-NBA player in Simmons? I mean, knock him for some of his flaws that he has, shoots with the wrong hand and everything else, but like, he's a really good basketball player, and he's 25 years old under contract. Why would he trade him for scraps when you can at least wait and play this out and see if by Thursday James Harden walks into the Nets front offices and like, yeah, I want out, or I'm probably leaving this offseason. That to me is like what Daryl Morey has been waiting for, is a player that's worth waiting for. And whether that was Lillard or Harden or Beal or somebody else, he was hoping that opportunity would come up. And I mean, we'll see. I think like Jackie said, with Steve Nash, I don't believe what he said. I believe like this is just right now at a stage where this is public negotiating with anything that's going to be dropping from Shams. I mean, like Doc Rivers brought up how,
Shams a clutch client. That was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe Doc actually said that, but like, I mean, that also is part of it too. Like, that's part of the public negotiating. Oh, we don't care about, that stuff that's out there. Just like Steve Nash is going to do what he's doing. And what's going to be interesting, and what is like the big story that drops Tuesday afternoon from Woj or Shams that says Harden's meeting with the Nets to discuss his future. That's the news story I'm looking for.
So here's what I heard. This is from the same source that has given me some good intel over the last couple weeks, that Brooklyn is open to it, but Curry has to be in the deal. And you can aggregate away, I don't care. But for them, Brooklyn is looking at this year, because they have Durant. Durant, we assume, is going to be healthy pretty soon, and the East is wide open, and they want a chance to win. And for them, it's like the trade that makes sense for us is Simmons and Curry for Harden. This is what I heard. I think that makes sense for a lot of reasons, except for Philly. I watched Philly today. I watched their whole game. I like the team they have, and if I'm adding somebody, I'm not adding something that blows up what I've built over the last couple months here. Maxey, Curry, Embiid. Harris has been fine, but what they really need is I think Bradley Beal, Jackie, makes so much more sense from them, because he just gets the Korkmaz minutes and some of the Danny Green minutes, and they keep everything else that they have. So if I'm them, I can get Bradley Beal for Simmons and picks. That's the direction I'm going. But what do you think?
I'm just astonished that James Harden, I get the Daryl and James Harden thing. I lived it. I went out there, did a cover piece for ESPN, the magazine, when he was there, and the whole thing. But that was 3-4 years ago. If you just mentioned three names, I would put Dame Lillard 1, Bradley Beal 2, and James Harden a distant third in my interest to build my future. That's how I'd look at it.
Well, so what we're hearing about Dame is that his stomach's pretty effed up.
Right.
And I don't know if we see him this year. And I haven't seen anybody come out. Chris Haynes is the one who has all the Dame stuff, right? So until Chris Haynes comes out and says Dame's not playing this year, I'm going to assume we might see him again. But I think the word on the street is that, his abdomen stuff is really bad, and he might not come back.
I understand that, but I guess if I'm Daryl Morey, or the person that has Ben Simmons, and I'm trading him away, I'm not looking at just this year. And I get that. I get the logic, because Joel is playing at a level that we all knew he could do. It was just a question, would he ever be able to stay healthy long enough to do it? And now he's so healthy that they had to sit him against the Memphis Grizzlies, because the deal was he played too many games in a row healthy, which, just think about that for a minute. So I get the window being this year. Always try to win right away. And you and I learned that from watching that wonderful collection of Celtics players we thought were going to win multiple championships. Everyone's like, well, give them time to settle them. No. Win now. Win now, because the whole world could collapse. A pandemic could happen, and Kyrie Irving might not be able to play half his games. Crazy things happen. So I'm all about winning now, but here's the but. If I'm the Sixers, I want something that's going to help me next year and the year after too.
Not
And
James Harden at $50 million a year after starting
Exactly.
next season with.
Well, just look at the way James Harden's body of work, stressed on the body. And I'm not trying to body shame anyone, but his body is different. He plays differently. He's not getting
He's
to
got
the
a
line.
beer belly, Jackie. He has a
Okay.
beer belly.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna do it. Okay, good, Kev. So that's on you,
He
man.
does.
Thank you for doing that. So I just wouldn't. I would take Bradley Beal. I would take Dame Lillard, even with the bad stomach, and I'd take my chances for next year.